So, once again, welcome to this evening, Sunday evening, and it's always good to see all of you here and to gather here once in a week to come and meditate and chant and hear some Dhamma. I think it's very important as well if we want to grow in Dhamma, in spirituality, because we need to have that reconnection and rekindling the light of Dhamma. So I think it's something very important. And today I would like to share a sutta, one of the teaching from the Buddha, called Bhaddekaratta Sutta. And it means a fine night, a good night. That's the meaning of the sutra, which means to have a good sleep. And if you have a good sleep, naturally, not by tablet, then you really have a good life. Things are going on well in your life, or at least you are making your life going well. That's the yardstick in some way. Because if you have messed up your mind, then you are not going to have a good sleep. You are not going to have a good night's sleep. You see. So that's the sutra, and the idea in this sutta is to come to the present, to be in the present, to be in the moment, and to enjoy the moment, to enjoy our life, to be delightful, to appreciate the things in our life. You see, that's the meaning in this teaching. So I will read out the sutra for you, and we try to understand more. So Buddha was in the city of Savatthi, in the monastery of Jeta, and he says it to the monk. I shall teach you the summary, recital, and the analysis of the one who has one fine night. Listen and apply your mind well, I'll speak. Yes, sir, they replied. The Buddha said this. Yes, Bhante. Don't run back to the past. Don't anticipate the future. What's past is left behind. The future has not yet arrived. Atitang nanvagameya na patikan kya anagatam pachuppanna jaya dhamma tatha vipassati. So this is a very important teaching. Don't go in the past. We have so much past, this past, say from childhood, and then of course the past lives which we don't even know, but that's something different. But this past, so whatever happened in the past, from childhood till now, our mind goes there, or at least to the recent past, maybe, if not so much in the far past. Maybe our mind go too much in the recent past, immediate past. And then it's not just about being in the past, but to grab the past, to be attached to the past. In one another sutta, Buddha says that, oh, I had such and such past. You had, either you are so much obsessed about the past, or you are worried about the past. You just somehow worry about the past. You see. So Buddha says the past has gone. It has gone. It is not there now. You see. It is not there. So we are now in present in a different way. And but the past, one can maybe at least analyze, as Buddha says here, to analyze the past, which means to take some learning out from the past, you see. Because our own experience is something very powerful, because it is close to us, because we felt it, we actually went through it, so it's something very strong in our mind. So that's the least we can do to the past, you see. But if we are just in the past and just in the past, being just in the past, and with again all this attachment, with some hatred, some anger, why this has been done to me, why that happened to me, you see. If you look at all, if your mind goes into that, then you are in the past in a wrong way, in a very much a wrong way, you see. So therefore, don't too much go in the past. And also future, we are sometimes too much worried about the future, you see. Oh, this may happen, that may happen. So therefore, when you are too much when we are in the present, then we can actually enjoy, we can appreciate, so we can be just peaceful. And one of the best way is to meditate, because in meditation we try to be in the present with the help of the breath, you see. As you see in the breath meditation, we are kind of disconnected from our sensory experiences, so there is no new thing adding up, there is a break. Because when there are too many new things coming in, it takes a lot of our time and energy to process, and then we have too much information, we have too much things to process, and then we are lost in that, and then we can't enjoy our present. It is not possible, you see. So in meditation also, sometimes you may be obsessed with the meditation itself, because you are somehow worried about the meditation itself. Oh, whether my meditation is going on well or not, whether, all this kind of worry. So one of the most important in meditation is to be relaxed, to how can we just relax, you see. How can we just make our mind relax, you see. So therefore, when we meditate regularly, at least maybe 15 to half an hour morning, evening, that will make us to come to the present, that will bring us to the present. And it can help us to be more present throughout the day, you see. So therefore, to be in the present. So the past is left behind, the future has not arrived. So this is very important. Past means gone. Past means gone. It is not there. Now it is not there. But we live as if it is there now. You see, we so much live in the past. You see, so in fact, it can be for both achievement or loss or whatever it is. Whatever it is no more there. It is not there. You see, that's something we have to tell ourselves. It's not there now. The past is not there. The past has gone. You see, it is past. Past means it has gone. So that's something we have to tell ourselves, that it is no more there. And the future, it has not yet come. It has not yet come. So what is there is the present now. You see, and any present phenomena, you clearly discern in every case the unfaltering, the unshakable, having known that, foster it. So your present. So now in your own present, you can be in the present and try to discern, try to clearly understand, vipassati, pachupanna vipassati. So pachupanna chayo dhammu tattha tattha vipassati. So every present dhamma means every present things, which is every experiences, every experiences that come in our present, that's something we can see, we can observe, we can experience, we can understand, and we can manage and regulate, and we can nurture and cultivate and develop something good. And also it is interesting because in the present we actually repair our past, because though we are not in the past, there are some or many pattern of the past, what we call sankhara, some pattern that sort of come in our way, come in our present. So we can actually see the past in the present itself, in some way. So therefore, to see it clearly, to observe our experience in the present, whether it is internal or external, which means whether something inside of you or something outside of you. You see, both we can observe, we can understand, and we can, what we can do is then we can make our mind unshakable, unfiltering. So which means we somehow make our mind not so much be affected, not so much be distracted by the things that are happening in the present, which as I mentioned, is a kind of reflection of your past, you see. So even though you are not in the past, but you can still see your past in your own present state of mind, you see, present state of mind, including the atmosphere around you, the kind of atmosphere around you. So it's something like repairing. It's something like, you not being falling into the trap of the past and also future. Because when you repair some of your past in the present, then you are going to have a good future. You don't need to so much worry about the future. because you are creating a good present which will decide a good future, you see. So even though you are not obsessed with the past and future, you are actually managing your past and future by being in the present, by being in the present. But it of course it can be difficult sometimes to be able to have a stronger mind in the present. It is quite sometimes it can be difficult, but it is not impossible. It is possible. So that's something we should have. That kind of understanding we should have, and for that we need to have, first of all, this understanding that the understanding itself, which is the present can be managed and can be made, your mind can be made very strong in the present. That understanding. And then accordingly you think, you do, you speak, you act, you create those thinking, around that concept, around that understanding. You create good thinking, you bring in good thoughts, good stories. Thought is nothing but another story. And then accordingly you start speaking. So you are also kind of recreating your own speech. You see, you are recreating your own speech, because if you are not being mindful, if you are not understanding, then you are anyway speaking past, which means you are speaking from your own past pattern, the past habit, the past obsession, or past kind of addiction, or whatever it is. Speech, then action, of course, likewise, you see. So a lot of things can be done, starting with this understanding, So understanding is very important, because in the Noble Eightfold Path, Buddha speaks about, firstly, the right understanding. You see, even though these days we hear a lot about mindfulness, but actually mindfulness is a bit far, somewhere on the seventh. The first is the right understanding. And that is one of the reasons why we listen. Today we are listening. I am speaking, you are listening. So we have this listening teaching, because that will make your understanding, your view. In other words, we call it view, the right view. You see, we have to have a right view, because wrong view anyway come easily. Today is the day to keenly work. Who knows, tomorrow may bring death, for there is no bargain to be struck with death and his mighty horde. It says, Ajjeva kichang katabbang ko janyang maranang suwe. Nahi so sangarang tena mahasenena machuna. Which means, Ajjeva kichang kata, aj, today, kichang katabang, you have to do it today. Katabang, you have to do. Ko janyang maranang suwe, who knows? Ko janyang, kaun jante hai? Maranang suwe, tomorrow suwe. Right? Do you know when you're going to die? Or are you sure tomorrow you will be alive? So, very, very interesting point, right? I mean, it's so simple, but it is very strong. It is very deep, and it's very profound. And it is very important. We don't know whether we will be alive tomorrow. I mean, you may say, I will there, but you're not 100% sure, right? You may say, I may be there, but may not be 100% sure. So, Ajjeva, you have to do it today. What has to be done? Done today. Which means, you just keep doing it, Don't postpone, don't overthink, these days we have this lot of especially our youngsters have a problem of overthinking, postponing. These are the very thing that youngsters generally speak to me. They just complain about it. Oh, I have this overthinking, I have procrastination. So that something is wrong, because when you are overthinking and procrastinating, you are either in the past or in the future. You are too much in the past and future, because you are somehow thinking that, oh, that happened, so I cannot do it. Or overthinking like oh, this may happen, that may happen, all these things. So it may happen. Okay, let it happen. But you can do in your best way possible. Even if you don't do anything, something is going to happen, right? If you don't do anything, something is going to happen. And when anyway something is going to happen, why don't you do something now? Why don't you do? Right? So therefore, Buddha is saying, just do it today. We don't know when we will die. Or maybe we will be sick, we will be in the bed, we will not be able to do anything. Or the opportunity is gone. Or your age is moving fast. Or suddenly you are on the verge of dying. Anything can happen, you see. So just do it today. What you have to do, what you have to achieve, you just do it, just achieve. And then you will be then what Buddha says next. Then one who keenly meditates like this, tirelessly all night and day, that's who has one fine night. So declare the peaceful sage. So here, of course, Buddha is speaking about meditation, but it can also be applied to our day-to-day life. And also, of course, meditation is not only about sitting meditation, but there is what we call the mindful way of living, which is the seventh one. So therefore, what you do is you day and night you do, and when you do something, then there is no procrastination, because you have done something, and there's no overthinking, because you have already done something. So please keep doing, and that's what Buddha is saying. Meditating. In meditation, in other word, Buddha called tapasya, tapo means tapasya, which means to burn, right? To burn. So, which means what do you mean by burning here? Burning is burning our own internal this overthinking and procrastination. Burning that, you see. And that can happen, as I said, with understanding and with some meditation and with taking steps, taking action for our life, including meditation and any aspect of our life, you see. So Buddha is telling us today that then you will have a good night, you will have a sleep, So make sure that you have a day which is filled with activities. And when I say activity, it's not something different from your day-to-day life, but your own day-to-day, as simple as just eating, waking up on time, and doing some meditation, doing some exercise, eating your food on time, and a healthy food, and then going to your work on time, getting things done, and coming back and doing whatever day-to-day routine to have to at least to start, just to start with, just to start with, to do as simple as, let's say, doing your bed. When you wake up, when you just wake up, you just do your bed, do your bed. So it sounds very simple, but it can have a very stronger impact on your mind, because when you have done your bed, you are like, you see there, and then you feel a sense of achievement. Do you think it's an achievement? But it is, because it is those smaller aspects of our life that is accumulated, and it will have a big impact on our mind. That's why if you look at our monastic rules, we have some of these very simple things that are part of our rules. We have maybe nearly some 6 volumes on our rules and regulations for the monk. 5-6 volumes of books, called Vinaya. And a lot of it are very minor thing, you see, very minor thing. As simple as can say, he says that when you eat, when you're eating, don't make sound, this sound called, it is called na chapu chapu karakam, na suru suru karakam, some of these things, which means don't make the noise while you're eating, chop chop like that, or like that, So that is also one of the rules. It's very simple, but it has some impact on our own, because that's also a meditation. In fact, eating food is also part of meditation, So, as I said, meditation is burning our own inner sort of restlessness, procrastination, and other thing. So therefore, if you look at this sutta, you can see that you need to just do it, just do it. And when you do it, you have a nice sleep, And when you have a nice sleep, then you have a nice day, If you don't have a nice sleep, you don't have a nice day, right? A good night is very important for a good day, right? And a good day will have a good night. Like that it will go. So, so please do it. And always, in another place, Buddha said that if you keep doing something good, then, your mind will not be in the bad or in something undesirable. It will not be there if you keep doing something good. So just do it, keep doing something good. And most importantly also, in this doing, we also have to meditate, which is in some way, you can say, kind of resting our mind in this doing process, this doing business, just giving a rest to our mind, you see, in meditation. So it gives a rest to our mind, and it allows us to process our thoughts, you see. So when you meditate, maybe a certain thought for people, certain thought is bothering you, you see, which means now you can understand the thought, and you have a chance to understand that thought. Because if you don't meditate, you don't have actually time to give a time for that thoughts, you see. You don't really have a time. So meditation, in other words, is also to just give some time to your own thoughts, you see. So therefore, in this process, meditation is very important. So I always suggest people to at least some 15 minutes, if you are very busy, or half an hour in the morning once you wake up, and in the night before you go to bed. Just some meditation. It's really helpful, you see. And with that, you can really have a good night, and a good day. Okay, so this is the teaching on the good, good night, fine night, one fine night. So with this teaching on a good night, I wish you, all of you, a good night today. Okay. Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so thank you all of you for coming and joining in this evening gathering program. And this is every Sunday we have 5:30 to 6:30. You're all welcome. It's for everyone, where we chant, meditate, and give some teaching from the Buddha, from the Buddhist scripture. There are so many sutras in Buddhist scripture, thousands of them. So each Sunday we come up with one sutra and try to help you. And that's a food for your thought, it's a food for your mind. So you are all welcome to join and participate with your family and friends. And I think it is helpful once in a week to just come and get some spiritual dose for yourself, for your mind. And then we have 27th of this month, Sunday at 11 o'clock, we have a festival, Kathina Chivara Dana festival. So it's our annual offering festival where people offer the robes, these clothes to the monks, because the monks have just completed 3 months of a rainy retreat, so the monks, they don't travel during this 3 months retreat, and 3 months season, rainy season, they don't travel. They are more focused on meditation and practice. So it's an opportunity for people to gain punya, more and more punya and blessing, by offering robes at the end of this 3 month, which actually ends on 17th, the full moon, that 17th full moon, Kartika full moon, that marks the end of rainy season. And from that full moon to the next full moon, during that 1 month, this offering can be done. So our people are doing it on 27th. So it's a festival, so you're all welcome for that as well. And we have our one-day meditation, may not be this month, but next month we have. You can register for that. You can drop your name on the number that is there on the notice board if you wish to join that one-day meditation. And we have a bookstore just close to our main gate. You can check out the books there as well. And on other days, every day evening 6 to 7, our monks, they have this 1 hour meditation and chanting. You are welcome for that as well on any given day, Monday to Saturday. So these are our activities. So you're all welcome to be part of it, and also to come and meditate. So yes, so with this we conclude. We see you next Sunday, and now we pray for the world peace, for the peace of all the beings in the universe. So whatever good we have done today by chanting, meditating, listening to Dharma, these are all the punya we share with all the beings in the universe. May all beings be happy, healthy and peaceful and joyful. May you all here be happy, healthy, peaceful and joyful. Sukhi bhav yang ne dukkha ahang nechang ahang viya hita cha me sukhe hontom Rino imam he gama ketam he satta honto sukhe sada tato paranchara jeso Chakhavale sujantano sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.